It's gonna be Cham and Shameless here. And this is gonna be best of 3, I think. So those guys playing it out. Let's see how Shameless is someone who kind of prefers a macro style. And Cham is probably the most random, weird style player that you'll ever find. So let's see what he's gonna do, because that might be just a random all-in cheese attack on like queens and lings and whatnot. Knights. He does it kind of all, so. So far, of course, it's a standard opening, but this map kind of allows for a forward third, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Cham taking that and then just trying to make a queen walk happen from that position, because it's actually really fast into your opponent's natural. There's a quick queen walk if you can get that, and the creep is gonna be super fast out already across the map, and yeah, some lovely stuff. If you can make it work, of course. Now, of course, it's a PvZ, so the build-up is kind of slow. We need to wait for that Oracle harassment to finish off, and then we'll see what the players are going to be doing here. It's very rare to see anything that happens really before that Oracle and the third base and everything. It's gonna be the third base for Cham. He's not gonna take that forward one, so he won't be. This won't be like the most super aggressive queen push you can ever see. Well, let's wait and see what he wants exactly. What he wants to do exactly here. Shame is definitely, Shameless, I guess, is definitely someone who can bring it to Cham and can probably even beat him in a best of 3. Wouldn't be surprised. It's gonna be the Adept trying to deal some damage, but gets intercepted immediately by Cham. He's not someone who loses a lot to those kind of strategies. Oracle number 1 on the way. It's a little bit late on the Nexus, I feel like, though. I guess not. Wait, it's around 340-ish. So he completes the wall, then he moves out to get that Nexus in place. And I guess, yeah, this is how the build works. It's been a while since I've seen a PvZ. The Adept tried to trade in again a little bit, but didn't really see much, didn't really find much. And 340, yeah, that's about it. See? Prophecy as foretold, 343. It's a quite fast Nexus already. So this is looking good here for Shameless. This build is very tight. And already working very solid here. Drone transfer happening there for Cham, and he's still making drones. He's already at 40 right now, which is pretty good. It's a very nice timing for him to overtake the Protoss at this point in work account. So yeah, let's see how the Oracle harassment is gonna fare though, because in the end it comes down to this. How many workers are you gonna keep alive? How many are gonna get killed? Double Oracle coming in here. One queen to push those away. He will activate and shoot the queen there. He misses the drone with one Oracle and one, yeah, I guess this guy has to go home. He's at 12 HP, only one drone, so really good defense for Cham. A little bit sloppy, I feel like, from Shameless. He had the opportunity to get 2, and then, of course, very easily. And I think he also misfired there on the first hit on that. He probably A-clicked and clicked on the ground, and then he shot the queen. Now 3 Adepts coming in here as a follow-up. We see this a lot from him, by the way. He really likes to do this, and seems like Cham doesn't know that. So this is actually going very nice here for Drones already falling, a lot of mining time as well. He's gonna shade into the main. There's just not enough links to chase this down. Cham was relying a little bit too much on queens, then now he has to fight with drones. This is looking perfect, and yeah, fine. That's so good actually. You can sacrifice all of these at this point. It's 8 drones falling. For 3 adepts. Was almost getting that last shot in there on the drone. Didn't work out in the end, but this is a perfect opening for our Protoss players so far. Our links are poking at the 3rd base, but there's a full-fledged Protoss army already in position, and the Oracle as well on top of that, so there's a no-go zone for any Zerg units, and well, this is a surprise. We're gonna see another hatchery come down a 4th base. There's still no lair though, so... Oh, sorry, there's the lair, of course, he's making the Hydralisk then, what I'm saying. Yeah, so it's gonna be Hydra Roach here from Cham, and that's a little bit of a weirdo. But it's a very solid composition. Like, the weird thing about this, I guess, is this works really good if you are struggling with stability. It's a really good weapon for stability or choice. If you don't want to lose, you play this composition. It's difficult to win with it as well. You need to do some tactical moves, like you want to do drops or something, like massive drops. Not the small ones, like the really big ones. Now let's see how Shameless is gonna do this. Oh, if he could cancel the speed, that would be amazing. He's not gonna get it though. This will be denied by the queen that sacrificed her life for the Roach Warren. And the 4th base is going down in a very different location. Now Shameless is taking the center position here for his 4th. It's going into Storm, it's going into Charge. It's looking like a full-on macro game here from our Protoss player, who's still poking across the map. Loses a Stalker there, and of course now with that Hydra Roach composition, he sees the composition as well. But I doubt that we'll see that many Roaches, honestly. I think he will probably move into Hydra Link composition. Or something different, maybe Hydra Link Bane even. For now, he does have a few Roaches though in his army as tanks, basically. Oh, there's the drop. As I said, you kind of need to do something with this if you really want to play this full on. A drop is kind of necessary. There's the drop overlords. It's a massive drop. He has so many Hydras though. Now he makes the Roaches. But like 6 drop overlords is not going to be enough for this amount of units. Like, look at that. And this is mostly Hydras. It's a bad composition. It's a bad composition choice right now. Not sure, Cham, if this is gonna work out, but maybe he just needs that surprise factor. There's gonna be 3 Zealots charging in at the 3rd. There's gonna be a few Roaches finishing up though. And we do have the full-on engage here at the center. There's a bunch of High Templars with so much energy. Roach Warren does get sniped. It's a crucial building that was just lost here. This drop is just gonna fly over the 3rd. I'm not sure if I like that. Now if he can snipe these Templars somehow, that would be amazing. He does not really get the click on this one. So we will drop here on the 3rd, but he just runs back with the army. What is he doing? Now he's gonna walk into the natural, it seems like, and the Protoss is already walking into the main base here of the Zerg. The Zerg, the Cham is having a lot of difficulties dealing with this. And on the other side, we do see Shameless, of course, is not really dealing with this at all, but he can sacrifice a few bases and then just go for the recall. He's killing so much, he just needs to storm the ramp. Ah, I love that storm. Oh, yes. 36 drones already falling. There haven't really been that many probes being killed off, so it's 70 probes still alive. And we will see. Oh my god, yeah, he tries to snipe the High Templars there. He does get one with the full energy, which is quite good, but man, like, that's such a good fight here for our Protoss player. Look at that, he even keeps the 3rd alive. He throws down a bunch of extra pylons. The army size is kind of still comparative, but this is looking so good. And now he just recalls out. He could have even killed this area before he recalls back. But yeah, he can get all of these overlords if he decides to chase those with the Stalkers. The Hydras are just walking back. This is so good for Shameless. But if he could have killed this base instead, it might have been even better. But yeah, look at the worker count. We're looking at 39 to 68. If he throws down another Nexus right now, man, he's flying. He did lose the Cybernetics core. He did lose a few of his tech structures as well. If you take a look at what has been lost, yeah. Cybernetics core, the Nexus, and mostly just pylons, a couple gates, a little bit of infrastructure. Not the biggest deal. On the other side, the spawning pool was lost, so guys, we need to take a look at the queen count. We do have 2 queens right now, and we did lose a hatchery as well. And the spawning pool. Oh, so he remade the spawning pool. That's crucial, of course. You want to go Ling Bane, right? You need that spawning pool. He kind of needs to remake queens as well to get that lava going again, but he will just try to work with his 40 drones right now, or 39 I guess, and then just try to kill. And the links are cheap. These overlords are not being seen right now, so this could be a good blindside, but Shameless is just looking so powerful. These links have 0-0, +2 of course on the Hydra, and +2 for the Protoss army though. So the links are just not gonna do too much. He will cancel this base. It's a nice maneuver. He drops into that 3rd base as well, into the main as well, and he does cancel the forward 4th base here. The 3rd base is also gonna be killed off. This maneuver is really good here for Cham right now, and it does do a lot. But there's also Zealots again inside the main base, the new main base I guess, or the natural. Oh, the storms, yeah man, he's gonna save this Nexus. Snipes the Overlord to try to pick up the units. The main also gets saved, even though we do have 40 probes going down. This is only evening down the probe count. Oh, and yeah, Cham is gonna GG because he just doesn't get it done. My god. So 1-0 for Shameless here in this best of 3, I think. Really good, really well done. Let's go to the next map. 10,000 feet is gonna be the map. So far, Protoss is ahead. There we go. In the bottom right, we got Shameless. In the top left, we've got Cham. Now let's see what Cham is gonna do this game. He's gonna go into a Macrium. This is a very fast probe, by the way. So really wants to go get that harassment going as fast as possible. Let's see what he can get done. If he can get the block on the Satchery one, might be quite nice. Of course the Overlord, I think he saw the probe, I didn't actually notice. But yeah, so now he knows. Gonna have a difficult time in getting down his natural, so where we'll take the second base, it's gonna be at the 3rd location, the forward one. So he does not go for that weird triangle down here, and he doesn't go for this one. This map allows for a very compact kind of 5 base setup. It's very interesting with that mineral kind of blocks going down there. The 3 bases, they kind of stick out though. And this is very harassable with oracles. You can fly in from here and go in, go out, go in and go out. There's no way to stand queens over there, so really not the choice that I was expecting here. And I hope Shameless is gonna use this to his advantage. We see the Nexus go down. Excuse me. And the probe is gonna throw down the center. Is this actually a wall? I hope he does not have a hole here. Oh, that would be terrible. And if there's a hole, I hope Cham is gonna notice this and is gonna poke for this hole. He still keeps that probe around that 3rd base area. Maybe he wants to see what's being transferred. Maybe he wants to delay the queen. Maybe he wants to see the timing of that base, but I don't think he will see the timing. There's gonna be that drone though. Yeah, so he will see the base actually being taken. Oh, or not, or not. Depends. So he's not gonna see it. It's funny. But yeah, the Lynx of course come out to chase it away, so that's gonna be the time. I guess he just keeps it safe that the timing is not gonna be faster. It's like a definite timing there. There's gonna be the Adept coming in here. It's gonna try to shoot down some drones. Can this work? Yeah, nice save there, gotta say. I mean, this was very obvious, but it's still a nice save. It looks really cool. There's the second Adept coming in. No third Adept as of yet. We did see the 3 Adept last game, but we're not gonna see it this game. Also the Oracles, of course, and that's where we're gonna see how much of a role this base plays. Kind of needs to have a spore around here, which is a funny position. The Queens are going to chase down the Adepts. There's an additional gateway to complement the wall. And the first Oracle. So this is the moment of truth here and how good the defense for Cham is going to be. But he kind of needs to be in position because there's going to be the Oracle and it can so easily swoop in and get some drones. He does kind of miss micro this again though. The Oracle doesn't really been microed that well, and the first Oracle, of course, if you send it out, there's gonna be a small opportunity for Lynx to get a cancel, but with nice shading and actually the Lynx trying to chase down these Adepts, this will not work out in a cancel. There's already too much health. The Oracle comes back, is gonna turn on the laser, even though he loses the triple Adept. He will keep the base alive, so no cancel here for Shameless, and that's unfortunate for him. Sorry, for Cham, of course, fortunate for him. We do see the double Oracle come in, but I feel like you want to try another swoop in here at that third base. It's just such a good location. So he only turns on one because the other one is out of energy, and honestly, I'm not sure. Like, this is a very bad executional error. This is like a beginner's error, honestly. He's playing too fast to notice at this point, it seems, but yeah. That just didn't work out. He's gonna throw down Twilight and Forge follow-up, which is so common for this build. And we will see that Blink come in very soon. After the the Twilight, of course, finishes up. Now, Oracles are going to deny a little bit of creep, and they'll just kind of scout around and look for any signs of any all-ins that might be happening. Like, are you going to make another 6 Dropper Lords, or are you going to make like 1,000 Banelings, or do you have like a macro hatch inside of your main, or something like that? I'm going to try to find any information that you can get. There's the 3 Adepts, so he made 3 Adepts again to shake those in. Let's see what he can get done. This is a lot later though than the last game. The Queens are already here. There's 2 Lynx to match this, and he made another round of Lynx, so this is gonna be dealt with quite easily, and only 4 probes this time. It's gonna be the triple Oracle and a Spire. Oh, I love to see this. Okay, so let's see if he can kind of hide that Spire long enough. He's only making Lynx. He has a Roach Warren, and I think this was seen, yeah, so the Roach Warren is kind of in plain sight there. It's like, yeah man, got Roach Warren, there you go. Now, he needs to deny the scout though. You don't want to have these Oracles just come in and see the Spire. Oh, he sees the Spire, there's the tag. Maybe a little bit of a different position would have been better. Will he cancel the Spire after the tag runs out? It's still very early, the tag should run out before it finishes. And he's actually just making roaches. He might just let it finish, but only make roaches. We don't see the reaction yet from Shameless though. He's not starting to produce any Phoenix. And he's just going into charge, going into his +1. So he says, like, alright, if it's low numbers, we'll deal with it with the Blink Stalkers. And if it's gonna be high numbers, we can still go into Phoenix from that point on. We just throw down a second Stargate and then go into Phoenix production, I guess. Yeah, so far it's just gonna be the Hydra Roach. Sorry, the Ling Roach, excuse me there. Can he get a cancel here? That's a nice cancel there with the Lynx. The Stalker's just kind of chilling in the front here, not really doing anything. And there's a lot of roaches coming in very soon. Again, Lynx trying to go for a cancel here, but the Oracles are this time at home. This also means they are not going to be in the front throwing down additional stasis traps here for this army, so there's only 1 stasis trap. There might be actually an opportunity for Cham to crush this army. gets it cancelled on a shield battery, I think. But there we go. Oh no, it was a cannon actually. 150 minerals. Now there is the big commitment here to this fight. And there's also the oracles coming in at the north. They already killed one queen. There's a second queen going down, but they are stopped being microed. He just pulls them out. It's gonna deactivate those, and the oracles are not gonna do any more damage as of yet. So he is gonna focus on the defense. The oracles are coming home. He still has some energy in those, so he should be able to push back this force and quite easily kill down 5 Ravagers. I don't think they're gonna hold long against 3 oracles with this much energy. He actually needed to overcharge one of those. Which he didn't do yet, and he still has the overcharge. Oh, the oracles are gonna get almost sniped there, one. Almost dying, so he overcharges one of those. And the other 2 are basically out of energy. This is not the best oracle micro we've seen. He could have easily killed that last Ravager. I mean, there we go. It's a one-click move. I guess if you need to turn on the oracle again. It's maybe 2 clicks, but yeah. It's a very easy snipe there. Now 4th base here for Cham is established. He's starting to... Well, he's only running on 68 drones, so he's actually very committed. He's not really going into any additional tech right now. But this is going to be difficult to be won here without any further additions to his army. He's just going to go Ling, Roach, Ravager, I guess. He's already maxed though. This is a very powerful push at this moment. And the AoE is not done yet for Shameless, so I think the space is gonna be cancelled 100% again. But there's the oracles. One oracle is gonna die that had a bunch of energy. Really good sniping there from Cham. And again, sloppy from Shameless. He does get that, let that base get cancelled. Just finally get some zealots in the mix, but like, you kind of need those zealots in front of your actual army. There's gonna be a snipe on that Nexus. Cham is looking like he's on fire in this game right now. He has half of his army fighting the Stalkers, and the other half is just destroying what Shameless has made so far. And yeah, so many roaches, man, it's insane. He has +1 with this, he's going into +2, he's going into Baneliness, he's going into another Queen, which is interesting. He needs to make some more drones though, because he's losing drones. He killed 30 workers, but he also lost 6 himself. And now these roaches are going to get overpowered. There's going to be some more reinforcements coming in. Roaches only, but yeah, this should not happen. You want to turn around here. This could be a way for his opponent back into the game. Mr. Cham, you don't want to let that happen. He needs his roaches to be together here. He needs to get that unit on the front line. And there we go, finally. The roaches are going to start to trade against these stalkers, but the stalkers just trade so good. Can Cham do this? He didn't pull any, like, I feel like he needed to pull workers with this or sacrifice his base. He didn't really have the link fodder to work with this either, and this army is just so powerful, but eventually the blink stalkers will be fading away because there's just not that much going on for him. He has 7 gates. I think he can produce a bunch of stalkers from 7 gates still. He doesn't take another Nexus. Oh, he's gonna take another Nexus. So this army is not getting reinforced. But he might be able to take this base. Cham's trying his damnedest to kind of hold that. So far, this is looking good for Shameless here in the counterattack. The snowball is happening. He snipes that base, he does get a score point there for himself, and he is re-establishing his own third. He actually goes into the High Templars and the Storm as a follow-up, but that might be a little bit overconfident here. And there's actually some links coming in, so he evacuated those High Templars smartly, but that's his own whole force kind of. He needs to stand them in that wall even. And whoops in a couple of zealots. He still has those oracles, man. Very, very good actually to keep them alive for so long. Still 2 are alive here. But Cham's army is starting to look very formidable again now with the links. Oh, if he can catch this army here from Shameless, it's gonna be lights out very easily. Roaches and Ravagers coming in, a lot of links, a lot of stalkers do get caught here. But in the end, Shameless does bring the bulk of his army back to the safety of his storm. And Cham kind of needs to reconsider how to do this. The oracles are raining down pain from above. And this army is just a little bit too powerful with that storm. Failing nest on the way here. Didn't he do one already? He has one. So this is Cham going on autopilot and being like dumb right now. It's literally him being dumb. He has links even. He can select them, can make Banes. He doesn't have the Bane speed, of course. But he can make Banings already. And let's see if Cham can win this if he's like so uncollected at this moment. Oh, I think he cancelled it. He cancelled it. He found his Baningness. He starts speed. He cancels the other one. There we go. There's the carcass, the cancelled one, the cancelled birth chamber. And Shameless is trying to kind of solidify his position on these 3 bases, but this one's running out very soon. And kind of needs to set up a 4th. There we go. Finally grabbing that 4th base again. Really like this one. So yeah, lovely stuff here. Now, Cham is roaming with a big army and he's starting to add in Banes. If he can get the correct fight, that's all he needs. Sometimes one fight is all you need. Maybe Shameless though is kind of doing the same thing. He has so much energy stacked on these High Templars. But of course it's gonna be a different beast now with that storm to engage on for Cham. Also the Banes in there, the speed is not there. Finally finishing up here. So the fight on the bottom left is going very much in favor. Oh my god, the Banes to crash in all of the High Templars. That's all you kind of need to do here. Now he just needs to whittle down the Stalker army. And all of that AoE is gone. He can't even bring back his own army. He can fight with drones. He can do whatever he wants to. His army is still standing strong on the other side of the map. And one Oracle is not going to do the trick here. All of these Stalkers are falling down. Oh my god, those Banes running into the High Templars. That was the moment. That was the moment. GG is going to be called. And Cham is going to take another map. Or his first map, I guess. Going to make this an even series for now. Let's go into the deciding map. It's going to be Mothership here, like this map. Yep. Mothership Ladder Edition. And we're looking at a 1-1 between these 2 players. Let's jump into the map. In the bottom center position we've got Shameless. In the top right position we've got Cham. And let's see how they're gonna do this. They're gonna play this one. Oh, is he going for a Nexus first? Probably not, it's just a low ground wall pylon, but like for some reason I just decided now it's time for a Nexus first. Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Nah, we're gonna see that probe come in for that gateway. There we go. And it's a poop first for Cham. Oh, wow. So he's kind of countering or trying to counter a Nexus first. Does this even counter a Nexus first? I'm not sure. Maybe he just tries to counter a double gate, which can also happen on this map. Like this map opens up the possibilities for some weird openings. Because of the way how scouting works. Like you can get away with gambits sometimes, and sometimes you just fall flat because, well, your opponent did just have the counter build. Now he sees that early pull, he sees the delayed natural, and yeah. He will go into a cybernetics core before his Nexus. He will try to solidify his position as well. Cham, by the way, will find Shameless with his Overlord. So he's going into the right direction here. And that's gonna be very helpful for him. Let's see how Cham wants to follow this up though. I wouldn't mind to see like a Ling Hydra push, very early one. Or maybe a Baneling Bust. I mean, not a Baneling Bust at this time, but like trying to do... what I haven't seen in a long time would be like a Baneling Drop, to be honest. I don't want to see that again. Baneling Drops. Very out of fashion since that +2 doesn't kill probes in one shot anymore. So out of fashion. And then Scouting Probe is gonna get killed off. Third base coming on here. Stargate on the other way. On the other side. On the way. Overlord did sneak in here. Well, I guess he's gonna sneak out. So he hasn't seen the Stargate, but he will find it with the links now. He's gonna check that wall, and there's the Stargate, there's the Oracle, he sees the Chrono, he knows the timing. It's just a standard timing. And the Stargate has been committed to. So we won't see anything crazy with links. Maybe he's gonna make a few to try and cancel this base again, but the Adept is not even going across the map, so he's just chilling back here at home. Oracle's gonna fly, see what it can find here, but probably more for scouting purposes. Probably, of course, he will always try to get that one probe or drone. Coming in, immediately run into double queen, nice pull away there on the probes, on the workers, and he will keep those safe. Just droning so far here for Cham, and he's very aggressively droning. He's actually not making too many queens. He's only sitting on 4 while we usually see Zerg players go up to 6 at this point. He's kind of going into additional drones rather than additional queens, which is kind of interesting to see. It's interesting also because I have noticed this. Protoss are way more conservative with their Oracle harassment. They used to go in super aggressive and trade as many drones as they could get. But that's really a thing of the past. It's so trendy right now to just scout with the Oracles and then like maybe get one drone or so. And just conserve the energy for any eventual Ling attacks or big road driver attacks or something like that. That's a nice round here. We'll get that depth. The shield battery is not going to be ready. Might get the second depth as well. It's going to be single warp, and it's just not how this works. And yeah, that's a lot of damage here being dealt by Cham. Shameless definitely underestimating this. So very nice. And those links have been scouting the main base for a long time. Fourth base on the way here for Cham. Again, has a few links going across the map, but those are not gonna find much. As I say that though, there's gonna be another dead probe potentially here. They would at least, not even deplete the shield battery. I guess, yeah, didn't really do anything. That queen goes down to the Oryx though. That's a little bit sloppy, and we noticed that this guy was already queen light in the first place, so he went up to 4 queens for his 4 hatches, but he loses one now, so he doesn't have that inject going for this one. No transfuse energies, no additional kind of creep tumor places, stuff like that. So yeah, losing queen is actually super painful. We do see that this Hydro Den has been scouted now. There's a storm coming in very soon. Does have already 4 High Templars accumulating energy here. I like them being spread usually across the bases, but I guess if you have them outside, it's very easy to kind of roam with those. And this game has a very slow startup so far. Not much has been killed off. 9 workers with that 1 Ling attack. That was really good. But that's about it. 1 queen, 1 drone have been fallen. A few adepts, of course, did get killed by the Lings as well. And yeah, it's basically gonna be a mid-game push here from someone. Don't really expect either play. I guess Shameless really wants to go into the ultra late game. Oh, he loses 1 Oracle here. Rounds into a few Hydras. Definitely a mistake. But yeah, Cham is not really the guy that strikes me as the I want to be the late. I want to be Vipers and Infestors in your face, you know. I want to be Brood Lords. I want to be 17 bases. No, he's kind of the guy like, yep, I've got 5 bases set up right now. We've got 3 queens going. And now we do have Hydras, we do have Roaches, we do have Lynx. That's all we need. Let's go. And there he goes. Another 5 Dropper Lords. Another big drop. So his idea, let's drop this. Drop the hammer. And then again attack here in the front. He will drop in the natural and attack at the front at the same time. This time we do have a bunch of storms stacked up though. And Shameless doesn't seem to be moving out here anytime soon right now. He has a few harassment tools. But there's also, oh god, what is this additional attack here? From our Zerg player. Now let's see how this is gonna work out. He does find this drop though with that prism. So he will move in position with a bunch of stalkers. Also he did know about this army here coming on the left side. Now there's gonna be the storms. No micron for now. But no storm here in that natural base. And there's gonna be a lot of units being dropped as well. So I'm not sure about this defense. While the third base defense is also kind of falling apart here. Is Shameless... Man, is this... What? Is this actually happening? So he will be able, I guess, to keep himself... The split wasn't really good, huh? He will be able to defend on both sides, but really intensive costs here, so... Yeah, this was a good attack by Cham. He also killed 10 workers, of course. Fighting inside a mineral line always does that. He doesn't really want to lose these Dropper Lords. It's actually a big investment as well. So we can kind of get them back and recycle those. Nah. Oh, come on, man. You know this map. It doesn't have the blockers. It just doesn't work. There's no airspace there. Oh, man. So he loses all of those. That's actually quite painful in the end there. Talent does really go well for Shameless. Red supply for our for our Zerg player. Infestation pit coming online. So he opens up the possibility for a hive. This could only be... Now he makes more Dropper Lords. Oh yeah, man. If you just would have moved those back, huh? You still had 5. But this is gonna be for lurker drops, of course. It's gonna be only 4 lurkers, so he only needs 2. I guess he has a few more. But he doesn't have the overlords. At least not Dropper Lords. There's gotta be that fleet beacon and the Stargate coming in. I mean, the second Stargate, of course. For, well, I guess it could be Tempest, it could be Carriers. I'll have to wait and see. It's gotta be Tempest, alright, so he decides he wants to go at the chip away army. There's gotta be the lurker drop. Let's see what Cham can get done with this. Oh, so he's spreading out the lurkers. He has 1 over here, he's bringing 1 to the front. He also brings in his army. Oh, this is a lot of pain. Being distributed. That's a lot of pain as well, though. Whoa, those storms are amazing. But these lurkers are doing fine here. And where's the robo? Where's the observers? Like, this is not working out right now. There's an observer finally coming back, but he doesn't even have the units in place. So lurkers will get even picked up and re-dropped here. I hope, like, focus on that forge. That would be kind of a cool target, wouldn't it? He has 1 in that 3rd base as well, the 4th base as well. Oh my god, man. This is just that thing ran in with the army. And there's gonna be another follow-up army coming in here for Cham. Oh, he does delay that forge upgrade. Unpowers. 1 Tempest to try to clear this. This is not how this works, Shameless. You need to have something else to deal with this fast. This is so much mining time that he's losing right now. Look at the income graph. It's insane. It's 2.5k more for Cham right now. That's basically like 2.5k per minute that Shameless is missing right now. So he gets finally that natural running again. The main base is still not running. The third base is open, but it's not saturated right now. He doesn't even have the probes at this point. He lost so many workers as well. A big attack here again from Cham coming in. I'm gonna smack down a few more workers as well. And if you can get that Nexus, that would be amazing. There's gonna be a little bit of counter damage though. That Spore was not in position to deal with this Warp Prism. And a bunch of Zealots are gonna start to clear some drones here, but not too many. And Cham is kind of, he's leaving a little bit of his force behind here, while evacuating most of the rest. Finally, the last lurker has been killed. Did he lose that? Yeah, he did lose. Oh my god, he loses the frickin' fleet beacon. I can't believe it. It's 2 lurkers. Imagine that. It's 2 lurkers. They must have really been working overtime on that frickin' fleet beacon to get that one destroyed. He's gonna block this with it. And then he moves into the Overlord. Oh, it's gonna get killed after. Oh, 1 HP. The regen. Because he didn't have any pylons here. Of course, also we do have this going on at the same time. Yeah, big army pushing at the front. Links flooding into the natural as well. This game is going so well for Cham right now. It's insane. Definitely his to lose at this stage. And he's kind of attacking Shameless everywhere, pulling them apart here. And then kind of just poking in here at the third base. He's going to lose some units, yeah. It's fine, that's fine. He loses more, like he trades worse, but he just kills so much. There's no mining going on right now. Look at the income. It's almost non-existent for a pros player. He's losing Nexi, he's losing workers. He's oh my god, he's losing so much. He's losing supply. He can't even, needs to warp in more pylons. He can't even work on his army because he doesn't have the free supply, because all of the infrastructure he set up is just getting decimated. I mean, look at how many buildings have been destroyed. 10 pylons, 5 cannons, 2 shield batteries. The Twilight has been killed off, the fleet beacon has been killed off, the cybernetics core has been killed off once. Does he even have one right now? He doesn't have one. He has 2 Stargates, which he can't use because he doesn't have the fleet beacon anymore. He can only make like Archon and Zealot. Which he's doing right now, but there's lurkers. Like Archon Zealot is not what you want against lurkers. I wonder why he has so many corruptors. It's just to kill these 2 Tempests. There's gonna be 1 storm that's been thrown down kind of onto nothing, like 1 corruptor, that's it. The lurkers are just unbreakable here for this army for Shameless. It's a very, very tiny last hurrah. We do see 1 immortal trying to be immortal against a bunch of links, but that's never gonna work out. And Shameless brought in all of the High Templars, so he has a lot of storm right now. But this is his army basically, like 1 muta could kill this. And GG is gonna be called. Shameless. Does lose to Cham here in this best of 3.